What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get into what's going on in Vietnam, man. So, look at nonetheless, here's the deal. So, it was crazy because I was visiting with a friend of mine earlier today, real quick, and on the news, I can hear they have like this. He's big into finances and stuff like that. So, he's got his channels, like he's got like 5 TVs, and he watches all these different news reports. But as I'm talking to him, I couldn't help but hear out of one of the TVs somebody talking about one of the, if not the best place to invest in right now is in Vietnam. And I was like, ooh. And my friend's like, what's up? And he doesn't know I have a YouTube channel, believe it or not. So, anyways, I was sitting there talking to him. I was like, the more I read and study what's going on in Vietnam, the more I'm convinced it's probably one of the best places to invest in, medium to long term. He goes, yeah, it's right now. It's probably one of the best places. Yeah, I go, do you know about this? And he said, yeah, I pay attention to what's going on over there. So I asked him if, because this is what he does. So I asked him if he could look into what we need to do if we can at all, and the way to do it legally. Uh, we can buy into the stock market over there in Vietnam because it's something that I want to do. And I know a lot of you have mentioned that to me that you're interested in it. So I'm looking into it. But yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable about Vietnam, man. And so I was shocked. I think he was more shocked that I knew a lot about it than anything else. But anyways, we're going to get into it because when we talk about what's going on, as usual, in Vietnam is not the same situation as what's happening in Iraq. But in Vietnam is already up and rocking and rolling. And so, just like Iraq, they're being pushed through the World Trade Organization, which is really going to help them expand and help their economies to grow. That's what we're looking for when it comes to the Vietnam Dong. The stronger the economy, the stronger their dollar. But what we also need to see happening right now is the US dollar is the strongest dollar out there. But we also heard that there is some manipulation going on when it comes to the dollar. They're trying to figure out how to keep all the markets from crashing. And so they give it, they take it away. They give it, they take it away. Plus, they're using that to shake away speculators on gold and silver. So don't fall for that, you guys. There's definitely a global currency reset taking place. We're in the process now. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. The BIS has talked about the process of going through the global currency reset, and the BIS, as you know, is a central bank for the central banks. You know what I mean? They're like, if the central banks were like a mafia, then the BIS would be the mob boss, just so you guys get an idea of who they are. All right, so I look for other signs inside Vietnam that tell me, well, one, I look for things that I can invest into later on, so I watch it a lot. But also, things that give me some kind of indication that the economy is going to be strong there. So despite all the Rona, these guys have been doing very, very good, and it's exciting to see. So the funny thing is, as you read through all the different articles involving the economy in Vietnam, you'll see articles that say that, oh, they're struggling, whatever. You go into articles, and the headline says that it sounds like they're struggling, but then you look, and it's not that they're struggling. They're still doing positive, but what they're doing is they're not meeting the expectation for the year, but they're still doing good, which is funny. Anyways, you guys, I can't stress this enough, man. I really can't. You have got to start moving into precious metals if you have an opportunity to do so or find a way to do so. Many of you have found ways. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to where they're saying, at first when you first said it, I said, I can't do this. I can't afford it. And then you kept saying, oh, find a way, find a way. Well, now I'm finding out that many of you are just like, you know what? I got to find a way. And you're finding ways. So I love that. It makes me feel good. Don't worry about what you see in the market, okay? It's fake, all right? Just let the market go up and down. All they're trying to do is panic people into selling. I wasn't lying. If I see silver drop down to like 10, $9 an ounce, and gold all of a sudden drop down to $700, $800 an ounce, I'm not going to panic. Trust me, and I have a lot of it. I know some of you have hundreds of thousands. One of you has a couple of million. I get that, okay? Here's the thing. That's nothing, all right? That's expected. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. But that's the kind of crap they pull on people. It gets people panicking and they go sell what they have because a lot of people have moved their retirement into precious metals. So if they see a drop like that, all they're going is, oh my God, I lost so much money. You didn't lose anything. It's only a loss if you sell. Don't panic, just ignore it because it's definitely getting ready to take off. It's almost unavoidable. Okay, so we're keeping an eye on it. And that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to panic and sell your holdings. Don't do that. Anyways, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, go over to Money Metals Exchange. There are buddies over there. The link is in the description. If you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, Pimpy, and get a free half ounce of silver. I'll take it. Pimpy's Investment Chat, it's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we do talk about investments, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. All right, you guys respect one another in here. I mean, my poor Zim people, they ask questions about the Zim dollars. You got people who will attack them. I don't like to see that. You guys do that and you disrespect others, then I'm going to boot you out. So that if people have faith in that investment, if that's where they believe they should be in, then leave them alone. All right? Just because you don't like it or you don't believe in any of them or one of them, that doesn't give you the right to disrespect people. I will kick you out of the group. I don't care. Okay? No politics in here. Bring the politics over to here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. In here, we do talk about NESARA, GESARA politics, current events, as well as things that some people call conspiracy, like QAnon. All right? As you guys are well aware, or maybe you don't, I do have a Twitter account. Yep. Look at that. All right, I'm jamming. No, actually, I got a lot more. I have a lot more friends on Facebook, I think, than this. I might be. Maybe I'm wrong. But nonetheless, I definitely got a lot more followers on YouTube. So if you guys are on Twitter, come by. The link is in the description. Come check me out. All right, so from there, let's get into what's going on because this is the kinds of things that I'm looking for. So Vinatex aims for an 8 to 10% export growth. Yeah, of course they are. Let me tell you why. A lot of these, Vietnam was booming the first 90 days, even dealing with the Rona of this year. The first quarter of the year was booming, all right? And that's despite the Rona. The reason why they didn't do a lot better is because the countries that they were dealing with were shut down, so they couldn't export, they couldn't do a lot of what they needed to do. All right. Despite that, they were still able to do a lot of other positive things. So as the world starts opening back up from this pandemic, this fake hoax, then you're going to see, again, Vietnam, I think, is really going to skyrocket. That's just my opinion. This is why I'm eyeballing it for investment purposes. That's for sure. Anyways, the Vietnam National Textile, and this is a big one, by the way, this company I'm talking about, Vinatex. The Vietnam National Textile and Garment Group, Vinatex, was aiming for an annual growth rate of 8 to 10% in production value, revenues, exports values from now until 2025, according to the group's chairman. So 8 to 10%, is that per year or just, oh yeah, annual growth. So to me, I think that's very realistic. You know what I mean? 8 to 10% per year. Yeah, I think that's a realistic goal for them. They got one of the largest exports in textiles, that's for sure. He said the group was facing various challenges. One of those was the complicated development of trade frictions between the U.S. and China, of course, plus the heavy impact of the Rona. Okay, so, it's not, if anything, Vietnam is benefiting from this trade war between the U.S. and China. And as more countries pull out of China in lieu of what happened with the Rona, these countries, you heard me say it a million times, all those countries that surround the South China Seas, those countries are all benefiting from this. And Vietnam is one of the biggest ones to benefit from it, all right? This group has recorded average growth of 5.62% in the past 5 years. That's not too bad for an average yearly growth, all right? So its total revenues are about 1.69 billion. We'll take that. That was in, 2015 and 2.11 in 2019. So you can expect some good dividends from them if you're invested into them. All right, so blue chips. Blue chip stocks are the best stocks, pay out the highest dividends. These are your big companies, Apple, stuff like that. Blue chips bring the VN index to 3-month high. All right, so let's do this. Vietnamese shares rose to a 3-month high on Thursday after taking a single-day national holiday break. And market sentiment soared to drive large cap stocks up. So I'm guessing that they didn't have the same type of setback as our stock market, which is good. This is just another thing. Look, our stock market took a hit today. It wasn't major, but it wasn't minor neither. So, I was expecting it to have some kind of ripple effect. This is how you know it's artificial, because it doesn't seem to be having any effect on other markets that I could see. The benchmark VN index rose 1.37% to 903.97 points, setting a new high since peaking at 900 on June 10th. So they set a record today. Uh-oh, sound familiar? I know the United States has been setting all kinds of records. The VN index has rallied for a total of 3.5% in the last 5 trading days since August 26th. So let's see if we scroll down here. Are they naming which ones are doing the best? Oh, yeah, here we go. Tell me if these names don't sound familiar to you. Gainers in the large cap gross include HD Bank, Petro Vietnam Power, Vietcombank. I talk about them. Vincom Retail. Here we go. Brewer. That's at Shanghai beer. Anyways, it's of course they went up because the government just sold like a third of it. There's our favorite people, Vin Group. That's the real estate one that I like a lot of. Short haul carrier, Vitajet, and consumer firm, is that Manson? So, all right. Again, every time we see what their top performers are, I notice these same names of companies show up again and again. So I already got my own little hit list here on the ones I definitely want to jump on when it comes to investing into these companies. Vina Group, there's no doubt about it. So Vina Homes, Vina Group, definitely Vietcom Bank, definitely Petro Vietnam, definitely Vina Milk, definitely. So there's definitely these ones I'm keeping an eye on because these are the ones I definitely want to jump onto. All right. Speaking of real estate, real estate boom in Ho Chi Minh City East as innovative cities take shape. Look at this. Nice. Now, I don't know if this is real or if this is a model, to be quite honest, because look how the cars are right here, and look at these roads. So I'm like, is that a model or is that real? I think that's fake. Nonetheless, let's get into this. Ho Chi Minh City plans to establish, what is that? A city by merging districts 2 and 9 has caused property prices in the 3 eastern districts to increase sharply. Nice. Talk about if you're a homeowner and you're happy, huh? The price of some existing apartments in the region and on the street in District 2 have increased by nearly, what is that? 12,944 to 17,259 each since each. Now, in value, nice. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's actually pretty good if you own a home and it's jumping up that much. Is that right? Every year? Dang. Oh, well. Many projects in District 9, such as the Him, Lam, Fong, Han, and Jamal, don't know the names, seen prices increase by 1,596 to 1,725 per square meter. Okay, nice. So nonetheless, as usual, here we go. Look at prices at Vin Homes. Grand Park has increased by 30 to 38 million Vietnam dong last year, from 35 to 45 million now. That's a nice little jump, and that's despite the Rona. All right. So here we go again. Vin Homes again is another one of those companies, or is that company that I always eyeball. Nonetheless, look at it. It looks like everything is doing really, really good there, despite what's going on around the world. All right. So I am looking into this. I know a lot of you have asked me about this. If I can find a way to get into the stock market over there, I definitely would be interested in doing that. All right, you guys, so that's it for now. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.